Why, hello everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Shobo. Today is Sunday, March 17th, 2024. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I do have my green on. I have green. I have green. Don't you worry. I've got green. This is Link. This is Link from Majora's Mask t-shirt. It's from this is one of those Games Done Quick event t-shirts from the Yeti from a little while back. I forget which event had this one. But yeah, so wearing this, got my green for St. Patrick's Day today. I'm almost done with my coffee. It's one of those days today. Because yesterday, I'm now done with my coffee. Yesterday was very busy. I am a bit sore from the activities yesterday. I mean, realistically speaking, it wasn't that bad, but it's way more than we usually do on a Saturday. Usually Saturday is just grocery shopping day. We go out, we do our grocery shopping. But this time around, we had several places to go because today is also my mother's boyfriend's birthday, whose name is also Patrick. So it's St. Patrick's Day for Patrick's birthday. Yeah. So that's a thing. She needed to get a card for him, and apparently an Easter card as well, that she's going to send to her brother. And so we had to go a Hallmark out in Virginia Beach. So that was a little ride. There was also we also stopped at the PetSmart. There was a PetSmart that's like practically next door to the Hallmark, and we got a few things at the pet store because we needed litter. We're gonna stop there so we can get litter, and I bought the litter. I did. I got the litter, and I got a few other things. When we were at the vet with Dolly, they said that she had a little bit of gingivitis on her teeth and suggested that we get some Greenies treats, dental oriented treats. So we finally, at this point, while after their vet appointments, and gosh, how long ago was that? A couple months. January was when we took them in, so it's been 2 months. But we got some Greenies finally, and I picked that up, and we got something because the cats are now 4 years old. They turned 4 on the 15th. It was their birthday, official birthday, on March 15th. So we got them gifts for their birthday. We didn't get toys. What we got them was new collars. Got them new collars. Yeah, new kitty collars. It's the tags from the collars. New easy release collars. Dolly's was an exact match, the same collar that we got before. So the actual look of the collar for Dolly has not changed, for the exception that it's not all scraggledy anymore. She like rips her collar to shreds, essentially. So it was all like puffed out. So now she's got a fresh collar with her bell and pineapple. She's got a bell and pineapple. It's a pink collar with like yellow pineapples on it pattern, and it's got two dangles. One is a bell and one is a little pineapple. That's for Dolly. Ollie, unfortunately, we did not already have, or they didn't have an exact match for Ollie, because the red collar that he was wearing was bought from a different pet store a long time ago, for our previous cat, actually, but he never wanted, or we never used it for him. So Ollie ended up getting it once he was big enough for an adult-sized collar. But we decided, since we were going to be replacing Dolly's, we may as well replace Ollie's anyway, and it was very difficult to find a red collar, because we were very adamant. We needed to have red for him. He needs a red collar. He is a very dark gray cat. He needs a red collar. It really flashes, and it looks good on him to have that bit of red around his neck. So fortunately, we were able to find a plaid red collar. They weren't in the normal collar section. They were somewhere else on clearance for half price, which was nice. At first, we thought they only had them in kitten size, because there was a whole bin of kitten sized of this plaid collar. But I noticed that, like, not even hanging, but like laid down, like fallen down on top of other items on that rack, there were 2 adult sized of that type. So we picked one up and got him his plaid red collar, red and black. So whenever Ollie decides he wants to show up, which he's not here right now, we will be able to possibly see his new plaid red collar. And we'll see how long that ends up working, because his previous collar was not an easy release collar. It clipped. It was an actual clip, and yet somehow he had managed to get it off a couple of times over time. But this one's easier. It's easy release. So now they have matching easy release collars, which will be nice, which is nice. So that was a mission, to, partly going out to Virginia Beach, but then we had one more stop before grocery shopping, and that was not only did we need to get them litter, we needed to get them their pine pellets, because what we do is we have for their litter we use a layer of pine with a layer of regular litter on top of the pine. So we needed both this time. The pine we don't get at the pet store. We go to Tractor Supply Co., which we went to the one in Chesapeake, so we had to also go all the way to Chesapeake and pick up 2 40-pound bags of pine pellets, $7.50 each. At the pet store, 40-pound bag would have cost over $20 versus $7.50. So we get 2 for $15, 80 pounds of pine pellets for way less money than at the pet store. So that's what we do there. It's very nice and very cheap. And we only have to do this occasionally because we get, 80 pounds. This is only the second time we've had to go out there ever since we started buying the things. Like the last time we went was, a while ago, several months ago, many months ago actually. Last time we needed to get the pine pellets. So yeah, that was a trip out there. We didn't get back until like after 6 o'clock just from that trip, and then had to go grocery shopping after feeding the cats. And then had to make dinner, made pizza, and it's a late day. I'm sore today from carrying around 2 40-pound bags of pine pellets and a 42-pound container of cat litter and all of the groceries. So yeah, I'm a little sore today from the activities yesterday. What else to talk about? We've actually got quite a few things I want to talk about here at the beginning of the stream today. So that's new. 3D print thing. So this is slotted. Like each thing is a slot. Slotted for Game Boy titles. This particular thing holds 12 Game Boy titles. 12? No. 16 Game Boy titles. This holds 16. It's got multiple shelves here. 4x4 is what this one is. They sit at a 5-degree angle. And this item is quite nice. I like it. It printed very well, all things considered. Thing is, this is specific. It only will work with Game Boy titles. Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. The heights are sized for Game Boy Advance. So with this, there's a lot of overlap. If I put that down there, you can see that overlap on the things. Well, there's not any overlap if this was all Game Boy Advance games. I don't have any right now. But I do have Game Boy games, so I will display those. I've had to move all the other cartridges that I had on the thing. But yeah, so here's what was there. This is the thing that was there. This yellow thing, and I think you can probably see the issue here. Can you see that little that little niggly slight problem? Let's hold it like flat. So that's held flat. Yeah, that shouldn't be a C shape there. That's a slight problem. It's not. So it's a thing I know could happen, and knew could happen, and expected would happen. It's a little bit more extreme than I expected. It's more than I expected it would be. It's not like, despite it looking like this, it doesn't actually like stop functioning. It still works. It still holds games. It just it makes it so that the very top shelf is a bit precarious. I had a lot of like the oversized cartridges for this on this, so they were heavier than normal cartridges that would be on here. If you had Game Boy Advance cartridges on here, I don't think there would be as much of a problem. And you know, to an extent, it's nice that each one has like a different display angle, so you sort of all converge to the same point. Still, though, the back is bent forward, which is a little bit of a problem. I don't like how this looks after holding games for a month. I don't like how it comes to look over time. So while it will work and still will work over time as a display, I've stopped selling these. I've decided to stop selling those and a couple variants, specifically like the Game Boy 12 slot thing that was about that same size, as well as the this thing, Nintendo 64 4 game display. Well, I never sold either of those. I didn't sell a single one of the N64 4 slot or the 12 slot Game Boy version. Although putting weight on this, I don't think that there's a problem if it's just like the one shelf. It bows a little bit, but still, I would need to have the weight over time on it to see how bad it gets. And it wouldn't be as bad if I was able to use thicker lines, thicker walls, but I don't have that capability right now. So there's a few items that were removed from my store, and I am replacing them with solids. I will eventually have all of them replaced with solids. Maybe not that 2x2 N64 thing, but solids like this are the way that I'll go going forward. However, solids are more expensive. They're a lot more expensive. This thing, flimsy, but also cheap. You know, the whole point was that this was supposed to be a cheap display. The point was what you're displaying and having a thing to display on for somewhat cheap price. But yeah, can't go with this anymore. Unfortunate, because I had several of those printed in each of the colors that never did sell. Oh well. Wasted plastic, but whatever. Get to write that off. I'm no longer selling the things, and I'll be disposing of the plastic of the things that got printed. because I don't have a means of recycling bad prints or failed prints or whatever. I don't have a grinder to grind the thing up or pelletize or whatever. I don't have a machine to do that, and I don't have a machine to like melt and extrude fresh filament from that. So, yep, unfortunate, but that's life. We move on with that. So yeah, I've got that, and I have the I had previously done the 3DS thing. I showed this last time. As it turns out, yeah. So besides the little issues with the warping on these edges that I had pointed out last time, there was another issue that I discovered on this particular print, and that was yeah. Can you see it? Do you see the issue? Who's got good eyes and can immediately spot the issue? This is thicker than this. This is thicker than this. This leg is thicker than this leg. There's actually one other issue, and it's difficult to spot, but I think it's on this side. On this side, the bottom is thicker than the top. Yeah, the bottom is thicker than the top by a mil, 1 millimeter. So this is actually a diagonal line and not a vertical line. So there's two issues on the back of this thing. I fixed the model, so every print hereafter will be fine on the back. And I printed one in red because someone actually bought one of these in red. I'm very happy. It's actually going nearby too. I'm like, wow, zone 1? Wow. Never get zone 1 for shipping. So yeah, I had to print one in red. I got pictures in red, and I posted a few of those pictures on Discord of it in red with the corrected model. I used stick glue correctly, but it still had an extremely small amount of warping on those two sides. It was really small. I barely noticed it. It's technically there, which is really odd. I guess I didn't use enough of the glue in that exact spot, but whatever. That one is fine, in my opinion. It doesn't affect the angle at which the item sits in the slot, so it's good. If it skewed the angle in which the cartridge sits in the slot, then it's bad, and I have to toss the whole thing. Ideally, I would cancel the print before that happens and lose a little bit of filament. But yeah, so that's that. Very happy to have sold one of those. This thing and that thing are the same price, because that thing is wider and only 4 tiers. It sits wider and it's shorter, but it's about the same amount of plastic and about the same amount of time to print both of these things. So they're the same price. They're like, the base price is $24.99. Yeah, because it takes 3 hours to print. Let's see, what else? There's one other topic I wanted to talk about a little bit before getting into things today, and that is Honkai Star Rail is a game that I play a lot of. They had their their program for the next version coming out not this week, but next week, effectively the 26th, when they usually have their maintenance. Pretty sure that's when they'll have their maintenance, but yeah, so they released information about the characters that are coming out, and they specifically released information about which characters are rerunning for that patch. And oh god, I'm sad. I'm very sad because there's no way I'm getting all the characters that I want. Let's just say I want everything. I want everything in 2.1. I want all of the characters, and all of their light cone weapons. Sigh. Want all of them? Need any of them? I would say a technicality, no, but it would be very, very exceedingly nice to have at least 2 of them. The 2 DPS characters would be exceedingly nice because they happen to fill roles that are missing on my account right now, which is to have a really good DPS carry for lightning element and for ice element to use in for the Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos content. I've got solution for ice for Pure Fiction. Everyone has, because they get Hairtub for free, and that's a character you should absolutely build for Pure Fiction. But for Memory of Chaos content, which focuses more on boss fights, that is more focused towards single target DPS, and I don't have a solution for ice element as well as for lightning element for single target DPS. I don't. I've only just started building Serval, but she's not single target DPS. She's more Pure Fiction oriented for AoE stuff. So it would be really nice to have a Acheron, the new character releasing in the first part. It'd be really nice to have Acheron, and it'd be really nice to have Jinglu from the second half, who is one of the best DPS characters in the entire game. Jinglu is who I had actually been wanting to save for grand scheme of things, but yeah, that didn't happen. That didn't happen because I missed her the first time, but yeah, that didn't happen. So it would be nice to have those DPS characters with their weapons, and it's good at least that they are on the different phases, first half, second half of the patch. But also, Locha and Aventurine are existent, and Locha's one of the at least most versatile healers in the game. I don't need him. I have other characters that fill their roles better than him. But also he is extremely versatile and can be used in every team, period. He's not just a healer. He is a healer. He is a dispeller. Dispels enemy buffs. AoE. Takes 1 buff per enemy away when he does his ult. And he can cleanse debuffs from your team. So he's a cleanse and a dispel and a heal. And he can be made into a debuffer as well. Later on with Eidolons. It's like he does everything and is constantly healing. And does damage. And like weakness break. For imaginary weakness break. And I'm like, he's just a really good character to have. Unless you have other more specialized supports, which I do. I have Ho-Ho. I have Fushan. And really, that's all you need. I've got Lynx built. I've got Bailu at E1 now. All of them are built and usable sustain characters. And then there's Aventurine, who is also a sustain character, except he has a specific team that I have already built. He's focused on follow-ups. He's got follow-ups in his kit, which I'm pretty sure that they showed that on the stream, and we can talk about that. He will be ideally good for teams involving follow-up attacks, and I happen to have characters with follow-up attacks built and have a good team that I could use. Mandatory? No. Absolutely not. But still, another very nice to have character because I've got the team for it built already. So I was like, great. Great. So in the end, I'm left with, there are 4 characters I want with their light cones, ideally. What would it take? Like $2,000 of actual cash to make that happen. Not gonna happen. But yeah, I'm just gonna, on my main account, I'm gonna focus Acheron and Jinglu. See if I can make that happen in the second half. If I don't make, or one of those 2 will happen. I'm just not sure which will at this point, if how lucky I get or not. Anyway, that's my spiel about that for the beginning. In the description below the YouTube video, I didn't put it on Twitch at this moment, but on YouTube, at least, side of things, I did add a link to a way of providing gifts of premium currency for Honkai Star Rail. It's actually a official method of being able to gift their premium currency. So you could gift me a character. Not gonna happen, but you could at least help. My voice. I need a cough. I hope that's gonna be better for me. Oh no. I have nothing. Great. Anyway, things, stuff, game. I will count any gifts through the Coda Shop link for Star Rail. I will include the value of that towards stream incentives as if it was a purchase of a 3D print through one of my links. I will count that towards goals for the stream. It's just I don't get any notification at all unless I'm in the game. If it happens during a stream, so scream about it. If you do it, yell it from the heavens. They do have like $100 option. If someone does that, yes, it will count towards the bearer of massive ball bearings list if you can prove it was you. Because I don't get any notification of who sent any gift in that method. I get no notification outside of it happened. Because I'll just log in and I will get the currency added to the account. It'll just pop up that it's added. Anyway, that's that. Factorio. Half an hour in. So, Factorio, last time we met, what did we do? We got rubber, we got intermetallics, glorious intermetallics, and we've set up, I see, saline water here, we've set up nickel, we set up just about that, I think. What did I do between streams? I'm trying to actually remember what I did between streams. I don't think I really did much, if anything, besides scaling. So, scaling. Yeah, that's right. We left off, I had set up borax, as well as sand castings. I set this up last time at the end of last stream so that I could do this between streams. In particular, what is this? This is 15 iron plates per second of production. Yeah, off of one mining drill and a few belts of Omnite. Now, keen-eyed among you probably noticed something here. This is stacked Omnite getting burned. It's burning. It's actually not burning efficiently. I need to go and fix that. We need additional burners. We need more burners burning. So I finally went in and was able to make the stacked Omnite a defined burnable fuel. I have no idea why. Oh, yeah, that would help. I have no idea why it didn't in the first place. It should have absolutely just had a fuel value defined, but for whatever reason it doesn't normally. So I had to add a line of code that explicitly defines the fuel value as 10 megajoules to stacked Omnite. I did not do that to the crushed Omnite stack, though I don't see myself using that as a fuel. Yet, the spent fuel result was defined on these. That was fine. It defined that just fine, but it didn't get the fuel value defined. Like the fuel type defined, fuel category defined on Omnite. It didn't do that at all. And it should have done that because Omnite is a fuel. Omnite is a fuel. Omnite is defined as a chemical fuel. And it has a fuel value. It should be doing that math and applying that to the stacked version of this. But I don't know why it's not. That's the weirdness. It's like it should have been doing that, and yet it's not. And I had to manually define it, which is weird. It's weird. I didn't bother trying. Well, I tried and failed to see what was going on with the code side of things. I looked at it. I didn't see anything where there could have been a problem. I have no idea where. The issue is that I don't know where that specific code is defined for everything else that inherits the fuel value into the stacked version of the item for everything else. I don't know where that code is. And that's really the problem. I don't know where that code is in order to find out why it's not being applied to Omnite. Like, I need to know where that code is in the first place if I wanted to actually try to figure out why this is happening. But whatever. We'll be fine. Anyway, so we're making fish today. We have the saline. We need to make fish, which means a few things here. You will need phytoplankton. Would I be okay with only 5.9? Probably not, but we'll see how many phytoplankton farms I can even make right now. I will need to build some infrastructure. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of glass here for all of this. Did I? No. That's a little sad. That's a little sad. I should have boxed glass. And it appears that I did not at any point box glass. Let's box glass. Oh, I did. Hello. I will gladly take those boxes. Those are splitter boxes from early on. That's nice. It's also nice that I have as much iron as I can possibly desire now. Now that I have the 15 per second of the iron. So what are you lacking? What do I need from you? Oh, steel. Yeah, that would help too. Right. Steel has a box. Oh. Alright. Go. Gib steel. And then what do I need for the fish thingies? Oh, more circuits. That's the easy part. That's the easy part. Did I ever bring up the circuits? Yes. Here, have a box. Slash another box. Alright, you didn't have enough anyway. How many fish farms? A few. Right. That's a few. That's 36. $22. $23. $24, $25. $26. $27. $28. $29. $30, $31, $32. $33. 4. $536. Oh boy, yeah, it's a few things. Bit of infrastructure there. Ah, compost plant. I haven't built one of those yet. Oh boy. Here's your titanium. I'll build a couple of those. What else? We'll find out as I build, I guess. Alright, going up. Let's build. I'll only build what I need. I shall only build what I need for this. I'll need to bring a line of, or maybe use some of this. It's not much used here. Alright, it starts with phytoplankton. So I need 3 of these. 2 of these with a boiler. Ah, I see. That will delay a little bit, I think. Yeah, I need to... I'm building a few pipes there. You. Gib. Gib pipe. Gib all the pipe. Ta-da! Crushed stone. I'll need, like, yeah, 2. That'll do it. Do I have any screeners? No. How about these? Yes. 2 screeners. Do you make stone? Yes. Of course you make stone. Why wouldn't you make stone? Ta-da! Next. These. Wah-wah. Grade 1 copper. Oh, right. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Right. Oh, you're the one with stone. Right. There's your water. Oh yeah, and I believe I built more power. So with the ability to have the stacked Omnite be a fuel, I went down here and I built a bit more power in between streams. I did go and I built more power. This is using a lot of Omnite for all intents and purposes. And yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 20. And you can think of this as this is eating up 20 lines of Omnite to make power to these steam engines. Because that's pretty much what it is. It's 20 lines plus a little more to use for fuel for my burner lines. Now I need to test. I don't really think I need to have a filter here on these outputs. I might remove that filter and redo my blueprint without them. Because that way I could just use the stacked fuel as well. But anyway, now for the fishies. Oh look, I need 2 of those as well. And I need to bring the saline water up. I now have rubber. I now have any anthracene. Why? Why 0 anthracene? Aha. That happened. Alright. Wah wah. Broke what? Be more specific. I don't know what you're referring to specifically. Oh, the line of fluid I just fixed? I don't know. It could have been that I ran out of straight segment of pipe when I tried to place that. That was my first thought, was that, when I put that down, I probably just didn't have any more straight segments for pipe. Because that's, generally speaking, the only time I've ever seen that be an issue outside of mixed fluids, which I don't have mixed fluids there. Actually, I did. Hold up, that was... Yeah, that was a mixed fluid thing. It didn't place it because it had naphthalene instead of the anthracene, and I just didn't notice. Oh yeah, it uses your own pipes. It deducts your pipes. It doesn't give you freebies. That it does not do. It doesn't give you freebies. Yeah, but I think that specifically actually was the game thought it would be mixing pipes, and it does. The mod does not forcibly mix fluids. It still follows the game rules. So, yeah, that I had mistakenly hooked up to naphthalene and just didn't notice it didn't place that pipe. Anywhoozles, let's see. I need to get fish. I need to get fish to use as modules as well as to use for the first batch of things. So I'm going to need to turn on my bots or just take my time and go fishing. You know, I could do that and then they stop moving. I can just pick up everything that's like behind my camera and such. That's just from this lake. So the fishies are moving. 85 fishies now. We may... Actually, you know what? Hit that. How many fish do we need? 252. For all of the modules. So, we need another, 102. So we're going fishing. Alright, we have enough. Let's get a few more for kicking off the thing. Maybe go up to 300. There we go. 300 fishies! And we're ready to go. So, as a reminder, we're getting fish built. Oh yeah, I needed the lamps. I didn't build the lamps yet. We're building fish so that I can get fish oil. Building fish for fish oil because fish oil is needed for gearboxes, which are needed for mechanical part ones. That's what we are working towards right now is mechanical part ones. Why? It's needed for a lot of infrastructure primarily, and they'll be something that I need eventually anyway, and would be really nice to have now. To get into logistics science, we're going to have to go through quite a bit of effort with new creatures and things. Like I've got the rubber, that's done, but I need the solidified sarcoras from cotton guts. I'll need to have augs built for the animal samples, and for the manure, liquid manure and such that is going to be involved in here at some places. Yeah, liquid manure for urea. Yeah, I'm going to need all of that set. And we need batteries, which is it's even better. And we need batteries. At least I don't have to think so much about lacking lead or antimony or zinc. Because I can pretty much get infinite of those. Yeah, I need the augs. I need augs for urea. I have not broken down... Have I broken down the melamine? The melamine is out of ammonia and cyanic, yeah. Yeah, it's the melamine for the batteries. Yeah, so we need augs and we need cotton guts. And we need everything to feed augs and cotton guts, including Relesia. So there's a lot of work to do there, and I would like to have the various things. That's going to be in the middle because we need... whoops. We need these things. I'm going to give those wood. Where's the wood line? Way down here. Wood? Wood. Wood. Copper. Iron. Glass. By giving it wood, I won't need to output ash and void ash. In particular, getting mechanical parts and all the things that make mechanical parts are going to be good because I will be able to make trains. I will be able to make locomotives with all those parts. And the wagons with all those parts. Meaning I could theoretically automate the production of locomotives as well as all of the rails and signals and stops that I need for all of that, and wires and combinators and all the other things for TSM. Where's TSM? Stuff. Hello? Where did those go? I expect them with the stop, with the train stop, but I'm blind. They're here. They're in combat. They're up in combat. Sure. As well as bulk rail loaders. Great. Oh yeah, I can build a car. I have car. Car runs on gas cans. If I'm remembering correctly. Where's the thing? I don't really think I'm going to use the car that much, but might be decent to have. Yeah, car runs on gas cans. Runs on wood, actually. You can actually use... Oh. I can use regular stuff. I don't need... Stop. I don't need gas cans for you. I can throw in stacks of Omnite. Car. It's alive. Oh god, right. Speed. Game speed. Game speed is a thing. Yeah. Game speed is thing. That's... Yeah. Alright. We're probably not going to use the car all that much. enjoy lamps. Lamps! I'll need lamps for more than just this, so it needs a spot on the bus. Now we may fish farm. We are allowed. Okay. Need to... Did I ever build a second emitter? I don't think so. I need one. I need a second emitter. And as you can see, so there's a issue with nanobots. It's actually a base game issue, but really only displayed with nanobots. Well, most often displayed with nanobots. If you have a module that is an ingredient on a recipe, as well as intended use in the building itself, in the module slots, if you put in a request that's supposed to be for modules, nanobots will not assign those items to the modules and will instead dump them into the inventory, the input slots, rather than the module slots. Even though it's supposed to be a module request, it's not actually requesting the modules to the module slots. If an event happens that puts fish to the machine, it doesn't put it into the module slots, even though the purpose is to fulfill the module request. It's not fulfilling the module request. It's just putting them in the input slots. And for whatever reason, this also is clearing the module request, even though the module request was not filled. Yeah. And this is a bug with the base game, because this will happen if you hold the stack in your cursor and control left click on a building. It will always put it into the input inventory and not into the module slots. Even if you're holding a module, if it's a valid module for the building, if that's like what you want to do, is put it into the module slots, it won't do that from control clicking on the building with a stack of modules in your hand. If the building is eating those modules as an ingredient, it will always go to the ingredient first. With nanobots, it uses the same event as that control left click, and not the event that the robots use to fulfill the order, because robots will fulfill the order correctly every time. They do some different event trigger when they are putting the modules in the module slots. Your bots will fulfill the requests correctly. They will always fulfill the requests correctly for modules. That is not the issue. That is not an issue. The vanilla behavior of the control clicking, we can argue about whether or not that should be a thing. Like whether or not you should default into the inventory slot if it was wanting to go into the module slot. That it's fine. It comes up in one and only one circumstance in the vanilla game, which is you want to put level 1 speed modules into a building that's making speed module 2s. When you want to add speed module 1s into the actual module slots of the building that's making speed module 2s. That is the only time that happens in the vanilla game. it would happen at level 3 as well, but, you know, that circumstance with speed module 2 and 3 and wanting to put in the previous level of module as the module for the upgraded versions, you'll end up actually just tossing them into the inventory if you're doing it by hand. The bots will do it correctly, but you can't for whatever reason without having to open up the inventory of the thing and manually placing into the module slots across a line. Mr. Cat. Hi. Hi, Ali. Ali Wally. Is he gonna join us? However, nanobots, this is an issue, and they really need to change it. They need to use the event that the bots use. I don't know why they're using the event for the control click rather than the event that the bots use to apply module requests. Hey, Mr. Kitty, can we see your collar? There's a collar. There's his plaid, his brand new plaid collar for Mr. Cat. Mr. Cat's got brand new plaid collar. Aw, baby. Baby with his brand new plaid collar. Oh, he's my cutie. My 4-year-old kitty. My 4-year-old kitty now. Oh boy. He's 4-year-old kitty. Yeah. Yes, you want no more pets. You want more padding. You want more padding. Yeah. Just a little shame that it's both red and black. It would have been nice if it was just all red. But, you know, we'll live with it. We'll live with it. Your little plaid red. Get that nice splash of color. Nice contrast with this dark gray. Yes, oh, I know, baby, but I need to play the game. I need to perform here. We need to perform. We have things that we need. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. Technically, I only need it every other, but... I'm gonna have it every single one anyway. Oh, boy. Alright. You there. And continue uppies. Dip away. You should move now. Thanks. Combine with these guys. $29. Huh? 29. $30. It's 30. There are 30 buildings. They're built precisely. Nah, that'd be too close. That sucks. Yeah. I will not be able to have this permanently, depending on what upgrade I take. Oops, L. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Or do I want single line of 29? You have the space for it. That's only 8. That's 10. Oh, 14. 16. 18. 22. 4. 6. 8. 29. 28. 20. 29. Go, go, my minions. Build the things. Oh, I don't have the other pipe. Oh boy, missing a pipe. Missing a lot of pipe. Actually, I need even more pipe. I need even more pipe. I need all of my pipe to grounds. I'm too far away to grab them. I can't reach. The reach is beyond me. Are you cleaning? He's Mr. Lickies. There we go. Pipe to ground. Glorious and beautiful pipe to ground. I felt that tail. I felt that tail hit me. My boy. My boy with his new collar. Oh yeah, and I need the outserters. And the belt. Almost done with this. Come on, bots. Hey. Slow pokes. Y'all are a bunch of slow pokes. Beautiful and glorious. Now to hook up everything. All of the thingies. Oh yeah, and the this. Sure, why not? Auto save is auto saving. There we go. Fishies! Where are my fishies? Fishies? Fishies. Oh god, how many? 12? 12 per cycle. Oh boy. How many? 10? Go. And then you make 10 fish. This will take a while. This is gonna take a bit of time to accrue. But that's okay. Fish. Cool. All of that just to make 1 fish per second. I don't need the one full one, but we have created fish. That is a milestone. Huzzah! My goal complete for the day. Now let's work on all of the other crap for the mechanical parts. So I don't need to worry about any of that stuff. Just all of this. Now, what else do I need for all of this? I need the batteries. I must have the batteries that I do not have right now to do the rest of this. So next is batteries. Okay. What do we need for 1 battery? As batteries. Speaking of which, where is that circuit recipe that uses standard batteries? When do I get that? Do I already have it? I already have it. So there is an upgrade to the simple circuit recipe that replaces the copper zinc battery with standard battery. 1 standard battery. You get 2 more circuits out of it. So you are having to spend batteries, regular batteries, rather than copper zinc batteries, but you'll never need to make copper zinc batteries ever again. And you get more out. So it makes everything else go further. It makes it overall cheaper, I think. As long as you know, have battery. So what do we need to do battery? Oh yeah, we need melamine, which means we need augs. All right, is the time. is time to aug. Is time to aug. Oh yeah, you need a lot of cyanic. But yeah, is time to aug. Yeah, I need a few aug. What do I need for the food aug? That Relesia, native flora. Oh yeah, I would need Relesia for that. I don't need Relesia for this, but do I not need it for getting hello cat? Hello Ollie. Ollie coming up, putting his face straight into my hand. Yes, big boy. Yeah, that big boy. Yeah. Yeah, big baby. What gets marked here? Bone? More? You need more? Why more? Why do I need unrestricted thing? There's nothing else with an output that is this. Get down! Get down, kitty. Get down. You did, but yeah. You want all the things? Just all the things? Restricted, unrestricted? Like, I don't get you. I don't understand. Get down. No. No, cat. Da-ba. Yeah, I know. Stay down. Get down. Da-ba-da-ba, 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 ba-ba. You. That. Cage. That. My thought is I think that aug pups. Okay, that it's fine. The aug pups are fine. But what about the aug itself from the initial aug? Initial aug. Codices are fine. Make a few of those. What about the bear DNA? Just generic with the thingy? Alright, I need another data array. Oh, lamps. Hi. Gib lamp. That will make easier if gib lamp. Going down. Time for aug. Yeah, and then there's the idea of I need a few og paddocks. I need get down. Daba. Why? Why, cat? Why do you keep wanting to go for the light? What's in the light? What's with the light? What's so thrilling? No. Paw down. No. Paw down. Daba. Daba ba ba. Mr. Cat. Mr. Kitty. Yeah. I know. I know. You just want to play. You just want to play. I don't have any toy for you. I don't have toy for Kitty right now. We've got like 2 minutes for oh, frick, I just saw that. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Alright. It seems like potentially by the time we get through the stuff for the mechanical parts that we just need the Prandium stuff for the cotton guts, and then we'll have our science. That's what it's looking like right now. Repeat exchanger. Da-dee-da-da. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Okay. Is break time. Is halfway through the stream at the moment. We're now halfway. It is time to take our break. We're not getting mechanical parts today. That's not happening, unfortunately. Not happening. We need cDNA. We need hot air for cDNA. And we need plasmids, which needs that stuff. Which needs that stuff. Which needs that stuff. Which needs that stuff. And that stuff. And that stuff. And that stuff. Right, you can't break that down any further. Right. We're going to work on that when I get back from my break. I will be back shortly. I have returned. Welcome back. I haven't just returned. I have returned with the old collars. So, yeah, this is what had become of Dolly's previous collar. You can probably tell why it needed to be replaced. You can't even make out the fact that there's these little pineapples printed on it. It's got little pineapples printed on it, and it's got a bell and a little pineapple dangly. And as I said, we actually were able to find a direct replacement for this, so she's still got her little pineapple and bell. She's got her pineapple and bell. She's currently under my bed. Mrs. Kitty is under my bed right now, but yeah. This is what she does to the collar. She scritches the collar, and hey, here's Mr. Kitty. Here's Mr. Kitty's old collar. He's sniffing. He's sniffing. Yeah, you gonna come? Yeah, he's sniffing. He's sniffing his old collar. Yeah, that should smell like you. That should smell like Mr. Kitty. So this is the one he was wearing. It's not as raggedy, but you can see he's done the same with this. It's supposed to have little white paw prints on it, but yeah, it's supposed to look like that. That's what it's supposed to look like. That's the inside of it. That's what it's supposed to look like. And that's what it actually looks like. Yeah, he's done a bit of a number on this one as well. Yeah, this one was supposed to sort of look like that with the pineapples on it, but yeah, not anymore. And now for Mr. Cat, he wants to play with the dangly collars. Yes, he wants nothing more than to play and bite at these collars. Yes, he wants to play. He wants to play with stuff. He likes to play. Yes, grabbing and playing. Grabbing and playing and dropping. What are you doing, dropping? Yeah. Yeah, oh. Go get it? You gonna go get it? How about this one? Oh. He's got it. He's got this one. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you got it. You dropped it. Yeah, you gonna go get it? Go get it. Go get it, Mr. Cat. Okay, we need cDNA. The cDNA. cDNA is a bitch. It's really, really, really annoying. It's a massive delay. Just to be able to get your first creature, and it's all that you need this for. Like, you don't need a consistent production of cDNA at this point in the game. You just need to have some to make your first AUG. And for other creatures, you need to have some, but not a consistent supply. So it's like, is it really worth the effort of going through and fully automating cDNA? No. And it never has been, never will be, but we have to have it somehow, enough to make the first AUG, at least for now, as well as whatever else I need it for a little bit later. And there will come a time I'll need to have it consistently, but that's not now. So we're in this little predicament, you can say, where it's like, oh, we need cDNA, but it's really hard to really automate it. I don't need to automate it, and yet I need it for one thing, for one purpose, one time, which is definitely not a Factorio way of things. That is not very Factorio of it, but whatever. We can't do anything about that. Because that's just how high folks decided they wanted it to be. As stupid as it is. Steel, glass, lead, titanium. What's the mod that shows the recipe and the information when I open up the assembler? Well, we've used this a lot. The name of the mod is Actual Craft Time. This thing, this window is Actual Craft Time. That's the mod that adds this window when you click on the assembly machine. Yeah, this window is what I'm thinking you're referring to. Yeah, it's Actual Craft Time. We've used it since like the beginning. This is like one of the mods I've had ubiquitously in every single playthrough, like ever almost. Oh boy, well that actually technically almost automates. I would need to do boogers. That actually automates biosamples. And as for you, I would need the moss, and I would need petri dishes, which that can be arranged. Fuel. Hey, you. Ollie. Ollie, get out of there. Back it up. Back it up. Here. Get away from the computer. Get away from the computer, Mr. Cat. Moss. Ah, goodness. I do not have enough moss. This just makes moss as is, I think, without anything else besides an input of thingy. Fuel. I'm gonna plonk that out there. We'll run a thing for fuel. All right, I can do this now. Oh God, infrastructure. Ba. How many moss farms? A few. get in my inventory. Stupid robots. Come on, you. There we go. Where is the nearest source of fuel? Probably here or here. Puppies. Ta-da! Oh, really? Huh. Interesting. That's been off the whole time. Ooh, I'm really down to that. Generally. Don't need that. Don't need those. Yeah, we're pretty much, once we get through these, we're down to upgrade text. Yeah, so that's just waiting on the fuel for the stone. Oh boy. Now, what is the line I'm gonna draw to the left of the Coke? Left of the Coke. Yeah. Yepers. That is the line we will draw today. Cool. That is moss for the bus. How many thingies? 19? Yeah, it's 3 point some odd amount. Hello, Mr. Kitty. Welcome back. Welcome back, Mr. Cat. Welcome back to the desk. Welcome back, Mr. Kitty Ollie. Ollie Cat. Yeah. Why do you keep coming and going and coming and going and coming and going? Why do you keep going? Why do you keep going? Yeah, just get settled. Just get settled, be comfy, get patties. That's the chin. Chinny chin. Okay. Whilst here... There. Ah, right. Yes, you're looking. Where are you looking? Where are you looking? You looking at something? Really? Really? Build the things. Build all the things. Did I mention that there is now a creature chamber upgrade that wasn't there before in previous playthroughs? There's a new creature chamber thing, set of options. And in here I've noticed something very interesting that wasn't in existence before. The fuck is that? That's new. Mecha Zungroar. That's a new one. I haven't made one of those. It appears to be a variation on the Spidertron. So option 1 here, what this does is it makes the building slower and use more energy, but all of the recipes have a 80% chance to return their DNA samples. So every single recipe that uses DNA samples, apparently not aerial caravans for whatever reason. Oh, it reduces the input. Yeah, so it's either you have a relatively high chance of getting your DNA sample back, or you use fewer for the recipes. The problem with that, though, is you only make one of each thing. One or two, usually. Yeah. This has, like, no value at all. In most circumstances. Option 2. You get... you go real fast. You go real fast with option 2. Option 2, the speed of the building is increased plus 1,000%. So is the energy consumption, but the speed is plus 1,000%. The biggest issue with these recipes is that they are incredibly slow, and they're incredibly expensive, but there does come a point where that expense is somewhat negligible, and the actual issue is just how slow it is. You have to get Arthurian Codex for the building itself going forward, you have to spend apparently Mark IV Arthurians to get Mark IV creature chambers, and Mark III Arthurians to make Mark II creature chambers, and Mark II Arthurians to get Mark II creature chambers. That's a thing. But also that you get a really cheap Arthurian Codex recipe. Just to throw out there, this is a significantly cheaper recipe to make Arthurian Codices. Yeah. Still though, how often are you actually really constantly in need of using the creature chamber? The answer is basically never. In most circumstances, you just don't use the creature chamber. And option 3 gives you better Digosaurs, Thickets, Workadiles, Caravans, Aerial Caravans, Nuclear Caravans, and the ability to upgrade the baselines to them. They gain, apparently, 35% more speed and health for these specific creatures that exist on the map. What's notably absent here are any of the fluid logistics creatures and the Ocula, if you ever use them. The Digosaurs, Thickets, and Workadiles are for Nexlet mining, and we will not be using them in this save because we don't have raw Nexlet to mine. We don't need any of them. We're also not ever going to do caravans, aerial caravans, and especially not the nuclear caravans. We have no need of any of that. So option 3 is a dead option for me. So basically all 3 are dead options. There's no point to them for me. I won't be using that. It's just not happening. Need more? You need more? More. We need more. Here's more of that. There you go. Make the bear DNA sample. Oh yeah, and throw those codices in there. All we need to make our first AUG is 3 cDNA. And oddly enough, all the work that we've been doing just now happens to have the effect of we're going to get more cDNA. Or we're going to be able to get cDNA a little bit more easily because it also uses biosamples and moss gene samples. And I don't know if you quite noticed, but we have, in fact, automated these things. We can do better. We will do better. I need seaweed. I need infinite seaweed. It's time, through the power of electric boilers, it is time to scale my seaweed and to get agar at scale. It is time for agar at scale. Yeah. It is that time. We have arrived. And speaking of Steam, I need to grab... Where is it? I need to grab some of you, actually. Walk down maybe like 2. Oh. I am out of these things. Give me a few water wells. Just a few. I only need a couple. That should help. It's, this is gonna add 100 steam into these pipes by itself. Uses a ton of stuff, but there's 150 and there's 200 steam just magicked into my pipeline of steam. But the beauty of that electric boiler is that I can do it anywhere. Okay, at scale agar. Yeah, so maybe not that level of scale. Maybe not that scale. Maybe more like maybe more like that level of scale at a time. Maybe more like that off of electric boilage. Yeah. That's that's I think a bit easier to work with. We're doing it on this side, this area. Okay. Over here. That's 15. 16. Should be 25. Sure enough. More. Then what? I need limestone, which I can get at my steel. That should be enough. Caw. From outside. I just hear the caws right at the window. Thanks, bird. Oh yeah. Water. It's our good friend Wawa again. And it will need power. And seaweed, you know, for the modules. Now, all of this is to scale up the agar a little bit to use for the petri dishes that I need as part of this process. I'm going to need, you know, not that many petri dishes. Like, I only really need 3 cDNA. And it's like, I should just get what I need, and that's it. But I know that I'm going to need a consistent supply of Zogna, so doing this is going to be required anyway, because I will need a consistent supply of Zogna for science. The logistic science will need this. So scaling the agar is not a bad thing. It is something I need to do anyway. Wish I had it a little bit more efficiently, but oh well. Okay, you are coke oven gas. I've actually got another area with some of that somewhere. Not that one. Someone. Somewhere, something, I thought, was not doing destructive distillation. But it seems I'm lying. Maybe. Oh, you know, it was a plan I had for getting acetylene that I did not end up executing. That's the thing. Oh, and I haven't done that either. Ooh, that I need to do. I've just noticed that I did not set the byproduct iron oxide here voiding. Right. I need to do that. Actually, what I need to do is completely change all of this. I need to remove all of this and replace it with this one line here. Replacing everything with a direct raw coal into coke recipe. Because I'm going to end up with a whole bunch of coke oven gas in this process. Yeah, this and that. So this takes in 250 degree Celsius coke oven gas, and it produces 100 degrees Celsius coke oven gas. Takes in stone bricks, sends out warm stone bricks, and then we use that directly to make stuff there. I want like pressure pumps on the thing. Give that. This will make hot air. And it will actually make it infinitely in that spot. So I don't need to worry about it anymore. Well, it's not actually, yeah, it is actually infinite because I am voiding excess coke from that specific building. So as it will just make hot air, a small amount of hot air, but it will make hot air forever. Mr. Cat, what are you doing? I need you to get away from the computer, please. I need you to get away from there. But baby! baby. Baby. Cat. Ah. Hello, fish. We has fish. Plenty o fish. So that's ready now for retrovirus. The issue is getting extra Vrout cocoons as well. Ooh boy. Getting Vrout cocoons stolen. Stealing them to make some initial retrovirus for the cDNA. That's gonna be a mission. Getting some initial lab instruments for the plasmids is a mission. But I need those for science, yeah? Yeah, I need consistent production of plasmids. Yeah, so that is that direct part of logistics science. I need the plasmids as well as the Zogna. Oh, we've got that. Because we need that for the something or other. What eats plasmids in here? Oh yeah, the animal samples eat the plasmids. Anyway, I should have enough seaweed by now. Seaweed crop facilities. I'll need seaweed to fill the modules, but at least have the facilities. Oh yeah, here's modules. Hello, modules. Is it enough? Probably not, but we'll see. It was enough. Yay. I'm not thinking about the empty petri dishes that I know that I need. The extra production that I know that I need of the empty petri dishes. I don't want to think about that. Bugga. We'll worry about that off screen. That is something for future me later when we're not streaming to scale. That is definitely something for future me to scale. Okay, that is 1 per second of agar. 1! 1! One entire unit every second. Next. Next. Let's do Zogna. Zogna. Zoggy Wuggy. We'll do Zog and then we'll do those lab and the optical sets for the lab instruments. That's pretty much a copy paste job. Oh, did I get the new? Yes, I got the crushed quartz. Right, I got crushed quartz. That does influence things a lot. Huh. And I need to run a borax lineup. Right, up here. Uppies, extending the bus even further. What is our order of operations? We're going to do Zogna, and I'm going to need to put that down. Okay. Zogna needs wood. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. I'm going to do the agar petri dishes in there, but this line is going to have wood and lamps. Lamps. And wood. Agar and petri. Ah. Interesting, I brought my latex down the line. Yeah, for that purpose, but I don't need the latex, I think, for much after that. And that is Zogna. Just straight up, that is the Zogna bacteria. It's one building for 4 whole units. 4 entire units per second. Oh boy. Glorious. Up to 4 whole units. Next, I need to get... Oh, I need both of these on the bus. Somewhere. Oh god, what? How did... Okay. The frick? Sure. Don't know how that happened, but... Yeah, so I need a line to draw that's free. I'm not sure there's even a free line in here. Probably this one next to the steam. This line. I think this line has nothing. Yeah. The line that is next to steam. They really need to fix that. Anyway, that's that. They should, however, focus on the inner metallics, though. Now I need a borax line. Yay, borax line. Woohoo. How's this one next to the wood? I think the one that's next to the wood is free. Yes, the one next to wood is free. So this will be my borax. I could just make more borax, though. It's always an option, especially when the borax does not change over time. Processing raw borax into borax is always the same. The only thing that changes is the mark level of the buildings and modules that you use. The process itself does not change or upgrade in any way. The only things that change is that there's more things you can make out of it, and that doesn't necessarily need to be tied to anything. So I could very well copy this infrastructure, just copy it wholesale, and bring in a line of fuel. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go this way and run a belt line. And it's the one that's next to wood. That is my belt. I need more belt. I need more splitters. Alright, I have like one spot where I split the native flora. Oh, I have, one spot where I split native flora that I need to manually do that thing, because game sucks at auto placement. Oh, I had one more. Oh boy, good. This is why I go down here manually. I did have another spot where I split off native flora. Because the splitter, it does not behave right with this. With the auto undergrounds. It does not work correctly. It thinks you are trying to go directly into the splitter and not avoid the splitter. It doesn't avoid the splitters. Okay. I need to make a couple electrolyzers. I will need water. I'll make 4 electrolyzers. I need 3, but I'll make 4. I need water. This is making Zogna, by the way. And then I need to plonk electrolyzers. If I can find them. There you are. Okay. Line of 3. First one does that. Making hydrogen. Venting oxygen. Really? You picked that one to do? That's the boric acid. And this one's the diborane, and it needs the stops. It needs the things, the glorious things. There we go. Diborane. Hydrogen in plus borax equals diborane. So now I just gotta wait for that borax to make its way down. Taking its a sweet time. There you are. The line of the borax is on its way. That will make make boric acid for us. That will then be used here. Time to bring coke. Bring on the coke. Let's get cokey. That is boron trioxide. Boron trioxide is eaten with the optical sets. So now I need the infrastructure to make the optical sets. That will probably be off to the side a little bit, because we're going to do that. And we have to process crushed stone and all that good stuff. So where am I doing this? Where am I doing this? Yeah. Let's go ahead and copy paste-o. That's not a good copy paste. We'll build from scratch. So I need, apparently, just one for this. We have finished researching solidified Sarcoris. Oh boy. That. Yes, I know this is backwards. There we go. So wherever I'm bringing in the fuel. There's a really big spot there. Oh boy. But I think we'll just use this line. Pull it on up. Oh, I need more of these. I need more power poles. Oh, chromium. I need chromium for medium poles. I should be thinking about making medium power poles. Because that is trivial. The chromium is trivial. At least to get the ore. Getting the ore is the easy part. Ah, stretchies. Stretchies! Stretchies! And how's Mr. Cat? How's Mr. Cat behind my head? Yeah. He's been on the back of the chair a bit more often lately. Yeah, I can barely see him because he's matching. He's a dark color on my dark chair. The chair is brown. He's not brown. He is gray with darker gray tabby stripes. Ba 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 bop 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 bop. Stone stacked. And voided. Thou shalt void. And then thou shalt have one of these. Oh. I need two, Alright, where's the thing? Thingy! That is not a great spot for you. I'll have to shift that later. Yeah, now I'm not gonna hot air this. That's not happening. Okay. And bring on this. Ta-da! I wonder how quickly we are progressing in this playthrough compared to previous playthroughs. Not sure. Because definitely in the, in PyBlock, I did a lot of off-screen scaling, in between streams. So a lot of the progress that was early on progress was driven by a lot of hours of time spent scaling and waiting for time to pass, for production to happen. Not so much with this one. We're 132 simulated hours in on this, but still. Feels like we've done this faster this time. Okay. I did the optical sets so that I could set up the laboratory instruments. Step 1, though, is to make these. And then we can make these. Rubber, small parts, and equipment chassis, and circuits, and tin, and nexlet, and timony alloy, and boogers. Okay. And boogers. Yes, and thingies. That. We'll go with that. 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 Ba 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 ba. Ba. Let's see. Iron, copper. And wood. See, I'm starting to use the wood now. as a fuel source, solid fuel source for the buildings. My plan is to have the iron and the wood on the same line. Because this does not produce ash. That's small parts, by the way. That's small parts, by the way. Copy paste. Easy. Easy copy paste. Rubber. Tin, circuits, and special alloy. Here's the alloy. There's the rubber. Here comes the circuits. Okay. And the tin is... yeah. It's circuits, tin, and alloy. You need the rubber. Wah ba ba ba. Oh boy, and that'll need a spot on the bus too. Oh, joy, oh bliss. Why, hello. Neat. Made an Etsy sale. Thank you so much for people buying on Etsy. The question is, did they use a share and save link? Does it count? Is always the question. Are we extending the stream? Are we extending the stream? As of right now, the answer is no. No. Nice, that was sold a 10-slot Sega Genesis storage tray and PlayStation Vita game case organizer. 10-slot. Sweet. I like seeing sales. Sales are good. Sales are always good. It was a sale through an ad. But yes, as I've mentioned, any sales of 3D prints on my Etsy and on my eBay, if you are a viewer, like make comment for eBay, or you know, use the codes that are specific to my streaming, like specific stream codes that I've got that I provide. Use those, and then I know where they're from. I need to scale copper, apparently. And that will count towards extending the stream, as well as all other stream incentives. So if you, like, make a $100 purchase of 3D printed stuff, you could have your name on the Pair of Massive Ball Bearings list permanently. I will not use a real name. You would need to be providing that for me, a name to use. I will not just automatically put a real name of someone on that list. Just so as we're aware that getting your name permanently on this list as bearers of Massive Ball Bearings requires at least one single tip of $100 or more, / any other method of support. Just if it's $100, $99.99 is fine. If it's a hundo paid, then yes, it will count. Anyway, we got stuff. We got the lab instruments now, so that's neat. We need to, unfortunately, spend a couple of them. Unfortunately. Oh yeah, what are you? Biofactory. Build the biofactory. Unfortunately, I have to spend you permanently in these, so that's gonna get set up in an automated fashion. Autosave. Plonked. Okay, I will need incubated petri dishes and glassware. Incubate. Really? Really? Oh, because there as well. I'm pretty sure that the incubated petri dishes make exactly 0.1 or 0.01 because they're slow as because they're super. It's 0.05. Wonderful. So it's one just for the cDNA thing if we wanted to do the cDNA thing. It is one here for this one thing, making plasmids. Sweet. Alright, well, I need petri dishes. And you know what that means. Bringing up agar and glassware. Get rid of those, get rid of those. Agar. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And where in the world is the glassware? There, that line. I am blind, apparently. Been walking right past it the whole dang time. I thought it was the latex. The latex is next to it. Bring it on up. Bring it on up. Ah, Whatevs. Whatever. Now, glassware. That is all the way down here. Have I built this in such a way that I can just run it up? Yes. Time to further extend the bus. Because I am lazy. Oh boy, and that is plasmids, which need to be produced infinitely. Yay. Yay. And then there is this guy and that guy. Okay. Oh boy. We only need 3 of these, at least for now. I do want them infinitely, though-ish. But whatever. I've made 10,000 Pi Science packs. Woohoo. The hottest of hot air must continue on upwards. And needs all that crap. And the laboratory instruments. Again. And these thingies. Again. Steel. Oh boy. Now we're talking. Steel, glorious steel. Wonderful, magnificent steel. God. And the plasmids again? Oh. Ah. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Thing. How much do you make? 0.2. Yeah, that's enough. Moss gene. Biosample. Basic substrate. Okay, Vrauk cocoons. Alright, so this is where I'm going to just steal stuff and send it up there, I guess. Because I really don't want to send basic substrate up there along with the biosamples. So I'm gonna take some and Vrauk cocoons. I'm gonna take some and manually insert for now. Because, yeah, I would unfortunately, like, how much stuff is this? Per cDNA? It's 4 per. I need at least 3 for now. I'll grab this next cycle and that'll be it. Then further down, below the Vrauk. Good. I actually have more production of Vrauk cocoons than I need. So I could theoretically fully automate the retrovirus, but I'm not going to. I'm going to grab these moss gene samples, all of them. And I'm going to grab these biosamples, all of them. And now that should be what I need in order to make cDNA. So today, rather than being able to get physically into the mechanical parts, we've at least gotten to the point where I can have my first aug. We set up the fish. We did what I set out to do, which was to get fish so that I can make fish oil for the mechanical parts. I've done that. Fish oil for the gearboxes for the mechanical parts. I've done that. But in order to make the mechanical parts, we need batteries. We need batteries, and therefore we also need melamine to make those batteries. In order to get the melamine, we need to have urea, which needs manure, which can only really get made through augs. And in order to get our first aug, we need cDNA. And everything we've just been doing this time has just been to get cDNA. Yeah. It's all for cDNA. It's like wonderful. Great. Fantastic stuffs. And where is that basic substrate? And you get Vrauk cocoons. Nice. So we need at least 3 of these. Now, for science, I'm going to need Zogna, and I'm going to need the optical sets. I'm going to need plasmids. That's the main thing. I'm going to need plasmids for the animal samples later. So having everything to automate the plasmids is ideal because I know that I need them. We've made 2 cDNA. When we make 2 more of these, we will have our 3rd cDNA. And amazing things will happen. AKA, we'll have our first aug. That is the thing that will happen. And with our first aug, we have to then set up augs and get more augs first, then set up the manure line. And we need to have augs because we need to slaughter them for their slaughter products for the animal samples for science as well. So, oh goodness, there is a lot of overlap here for getting into the mechanical parts, but once we have the manure set, we can get the stuff going for the batteries and set up mechanical parts at that point. That's really the last blocking thing on the mechanical parts is the manure for the batteries. Now we're going to be limited by the Nexlet, the iron Nexlet antimony special alloy. So I need to scale that between streams. I need to scale that between streams, and fortunately, this is merely an infrastructure problem. This is just build more. This isn't the numbers for ingredients are not an issue with this particular playthrough because the the Omnite is infinite and abundant exceedingly abundant. So it just becomes a matter of build more. Just build more. You need more, build more. Need more power, build more power. Need more stuff, build more stuff. We're not limited on like where we can mine and having to do that sort of logistics either. We have created our first Og. The Og! The majestic Og exists now. Hallelujah, our majestic Og exists. Okay, I want to make a plan for Og. Point 2. How much is actually needed for the science here? Not that much, I would imagine. 0.056 for 0.1 science. So I think we'll be fine. We're going to do this basic recipe without the food because I don't want to set up Elysia yet. This is going to require things. 2 reproductive complexes. Really? Really? The moss is available. Okay. That is the build for Ogs as Ogs. Now, this will also require pulling up the moss. I'm sorry, what? What is that I just saw? Well. All right then. Let's do this. That's better. We have, however, reached the end of the stream for today, folks. That, it is now 1 o'clock, so it is time to end the stream. When we come back on Tuesday, we will be setting up Ogs and manure for batteries. That the plan, the goal next time is batteries. Probably the stream after that might end up being the mechanical parts, or at least whatever remains to get into mechanical parts, because I will immediately work towards them as soon as I get the batteries online. From there, it's logistics science. That will be the next thing to get, of which the most complex thing at that point would be the solidified sarcoris. I will need Relesia. I will need cDNA, 3 more units to get... Well, I'll need more than 3 units, because you need... For plants, you need to do more than 1 cycle, so I'll need at least, I think, either 6 or 9. I forget exactly how many Relesias I need for the process to automate and start the positive feedback loop on that. But yeah, So I'll need to make some additional cDNA, but we can at least get Relesia now if we want to go and do that at any point as well. So, oh look, I happen to have 9. Yay. So with that, over the course of the day today, we have gotten fish oil. We set up the fish, and we have gotten the first og. We have made cDNA to get the first og, and all the other stuff to get there. I would like to thank you all for watching with Ollie here. This has been a Talking Showboat. If you've enjoyed the stream, do all the social stuff below the video. He's upside down. He's upside down. Yes, he's upside down. I will be back for more on Tuesday. I hope to see you all then.